In March 1997, Michael J. Fox was still struggling to hide his Parkinson's disease, but his symptoms were getting worse. Desperate, Fox decided to take a risk and undergo an experimental brain surgery that could have left him paralyzed, comatose, or worse. The surgery did help control some of the tremors, but not enough to keep up the charade.
He was going through the internet one day, and he was looking at some Parkinson's websites, and he said when he looked at those websites and when he heard these people's stories, that he really felt like a ray of light was shining on these people, was shining on this issue. And that's when he decided to go public and shine his own considerable spotlight on Parkinson's.
After 7 years of coping with the disease privately, Fox felt it was time to disclose his illness to the world.
Michael J. Fox, one of America's best-loved actors, has decided to publicly announce that he's been battling Parkinson's disease since 1991.
What it's sort of shown me is that life happens, to everyone, good things and bad things. I think that we, as a society, tend to deify people like Michael, and obviously this has shown, concerns, for his health and those sorts of issues that sort of thing affects us all.
At first, Fox tried to remain on Spin City, but the rigors of a weekly television series proved too difficult. In 2000, after 4 seasons, he made the painful announcement that he was leaving the show to spend more time with his family and start his own foundation for Parkinson's research.
This night is so special because our cast is here, because the show is nominated. I love you guys so much, and I really am. I'm happy that you're here and you can be here tonight. And who knows, you may be here next year. I just won't.
It was huge to him. It was him making a decision of not being on the show and just taking a step, giving it up and releasing it so he could be healthy and with his family.
It was a tricky thing for me because I didn't want to be, a professional sick person, and it wasn't really about that. It wasn't really about, oh, look at me, I'm dealing with this thing, because I was reticent in talking about it in the first place. But having done it, this opportunity opened up.
Michael J. Fox is someone that everyone can relate to, that people are not threatened by, and yet there is this real admiration. And certainly he is a great comedian, certainly he is able to create these characters. What we know about him in his life has also given him this almost saint-like quality. And he would hate to hear that, but he really is sort of a saint as well as an icon. There is an enormous amount of admiration for him, not just his talent, but also his courage.
At the age of 40, the eternally boyish star who had been on television and in movies since his early teens was suddenly and dramatically redefining his life's mission.
I think if you wake Mike Fox in the middle of the night and ask him who he is, he's not going to tell you he's a movie star. He's going to tell you that maybe 10th, of all the things that he is in his life. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, I'm a brother.
We go through time where we figure out who are we on the planet, who do we want to be, and he decided he wanted to be someone real, I think.
Using the same tireless spirit that helped make him a star, Fox dedicated himself as an advocate, becoming the public face of finding a cure for Parkinson's.
Story of my life. Mike is always too high.
He took something so devastating that said, okay, I can make a difference here. That his celebrity, his visibility could bring dollars and information and congressional action on bringing dollars to finance research into Parkinson's. You've got to admire that.
None of these people mind that I get more attention than they do. They simply say that if I get a shot at this microphone, that I start talking. So here I am, again.
You can actually use celebrity and what you, as an actor, have sort of creatively put into the world as a platform, to help other people. Beyond, the help that I think we sort of, the service that we perform every week, which is just to make people laugh, And now I've seen that it doesn't have to end there, and it's very inspiring, actually.
Inspiring, but sometimes controversial. Fox's advocacy has strayed into territory littered with political minefields, putting him front and center in the debate on stem cell research, which many scientists believe holds the key to a cure.
This is tissue and cells that are going to be thrown away, literally thrown away.
But after a 2-decade love affair with the public and the press, Fox had to get used to the idea of becoming the target of vicious attacks.
This is Michael J. Fox. He's got Parkinson's disease. And in this commercial, he is exaggerating the effects of the disease. He is moving all around and shaking, and it's purely an act.
Limbaugh ultimately apologized, but Fox says he can handle the criticism and insists he doesn't want to be coddled publicly or privately.
You know, Tracy is fantastic that way. She doesn't baby me. She loves me, and I'm sure she feels bad when I feel bad. And she wants as much as I want to find a cure for this. But she deals with me as the person I was when we met, because in fact I am. In fact, she treats me in a way that shows me that she thinks I'm better than I was when we met, which is great too.
Despite the physical challenges Parkinson's disease has brought, Michael J. Fox still calls his illness a gift. A gift, he says, that has completely changed his perspective on life and allowed him to realize his true purpose on this earth.
Together we just might wipe out PD this decade. Okay, well, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. You know, I don't want to be totally Pollyannish about it. It sucks. It sucks. It's a drag. And one of the hardest parts about it is the aloneness. But then when you meet other people in the community, and they'll do something, you'll look at them, and you don't have to have a conversation. It's like, I know. And then when you can top that I know with, and we're doing something, it's a great feeling. And that's all I really want from this, is to be able to look at somebody else who's dealing with Parkinson's and say, I know, and we're doing something about it.
Gay Trysts.